Alright, so for the kickflip, you're going to want to set up your front foot like just under the bolts, kind of like an ollie, but you just turn it a little bit. And then the back foot, you're going to want to put it like same as an ollie, just in the tail, right on the edge. So before you learn kickflips, you should definitely know how to ollie at least. So I'd say there's probably about like 4 main parts to the kickflip. If you want to like break it down, it would be the pop, jump, flick, and catch. So when you are doing the kickflip, you're gonna pop it just like you would for an ollie, and then instead of sliding your foot straight up to like the nose, you want to slide it like to this little like pocket right here, and then you want to flick from there and out. Now when you're just learning the trick, it'll be okay to like try to just land it with one foot, but once you want to get both feet on, the biggest part is just bringing your back foot up with you. So like after you pop, you're gonna want to almost like jump. So I'm gonna show you a few examples and then I'll go over some of the problems. So a few main problems you're probably gonna have when you're trying to learn kickflips are like landing just one foot, or like kicking the board out in front of you and just like flinging the board away. And these are 2 very easy to solve problems, and I'll show you right now. So if you're like flinging the board out in front of you, like your kickflips just like fly away, then it's probably because your front foot when you're flicking is like not flicking off of the correct spot on the board. Like you're trying to flick too far off the nose, or you're not turning your foot when you flick. So the easiest way to solve the problem would be to like just put your foot on a little more of an angle and flick more off of like the side of the nose. And if you're landing just your back foot, then there could be a few things. So if you land like this with like just your back foot on the board, that might just be because you might be flicking down when you really want to flick out. And another thing it could be is that you're just not committing. Like even if you are flicking out, you're just not putting 2 feet on the board. And if you're landing on the board with just your front foot, that's probably like the best case, because all you have to do then is just bring your back foot up a little higher, and then you can land on the board. You just have to put 2 feet on, really. Now I'll show you like if you already know how to kickflip, or like once you learn how to kickflip, you're probably gonna want to try to like do it off of something. And this like tends to be really scary at first because you have to have like good control over them and you have to catch them. But it's really like the same as doing it on flat, but I'll give you a few examples. Like the biggest thing when you're trying to kickflip down something, you really just want to commit. And when you like jump, you're gonna really want to watch the kickflip. Like you want to properly catch them. So I wouldn't suggest trying it until you're like pretty comfortable doing them on flat and you're pretty consistent. So your first kickflip's probably not going to be the cleanest one ever, and you're probably not going to catch them at first, but if you just keep practicing, you're going to get it. It's just all about practice with everything in skateboarding. So I hope the video helped. Drop a comment about a tutorial you'd like to see on another trick.
Miles on Friday morning.